We are just 3 days away from WrestleMania 19, but who is going to get the free count tonight when John Cena returns to take on the biggest ass in the company, Rikishi? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. John Cena back for injury, back to make an impact. He might not have a match scheduled for WrestleMania 19, but he might have a rap battle instead.
Big match, John! He's here! Raw has passed the baton. The Shred show didn't exactly deliver. SmackDown hasn't delivered for months, so why would it start tonight? I don't really know. But there is one last night to make it alright, innit?
Yeah, one last chance to get you infested. One last chance to get you to buy WrestleMania 19. And I mean, back then, these shows were really important because people had to pay $50 or whatever to watch this, and it's not like now where you just pay a $9.99 subscription a month and you get everything for free.
No, it's not like now. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think there was anything on that show that would really make you want to buy Mania. I think if you were going to buy Mania, you'd already bought it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see if the Velocity tapings change your mind.
Yeah.
We had Shu Funaki defeating Jamie Noble.
Yes.
Bill DeMott defeating Apollo Khan. And Johnny Stamboli defeating Tajiri. Jamie Noble just went downhill, hasn't he, since losing that Cruiserweight Championship?
He really has. Then we've got the Muslim Apollo Creed. Apollo Khan.
No idea who that is, so...
No.
Yeah,
no idea.
Could be anybody. And Tajiri loses to a member of the FBI. Then we're going to SmackDown opening match. Rey Mysterio and Brian Kendrick taking on Matt Hardy and Shannon Moore. I thought it was a pretty good match to start the show. Fast-paced action, Cruiserweight action. And that's why I actually like the Cruiserweight division back on SmackDown, because it felt like it was actually a fast-paced environment with like smaller guys that didn't take up that much time, and the shorter time and the shorter matches just fit the Cruiserweight style better. But nowadays it's like, fuck, everybody's this size and the matches last 20 minutes, so I don't know. I think I preferred WWE's Cruiserweight division over any other Cruiserweight division.
I agree. I mean, I like Nitro as well, WCW's, but for the most part, if you don't like it, it's over that quick. It doesn't really affect the show, but if you do like it, it's an added bonus.
Yeah, they pretty much get about maybe just a little bit more in-ring time than women, but it's kind of similar, isn't it?
No, yeah, I'd say it's probably a bit similar.
This is like the piss break match, I guess, of SmackDown, the Blue Brand.
But when it kicks off the show, you've already pushed your pants.
Yeah, you already pushed your pants. Rey Mysterio clears the ring, hits 619, West Coast Pop on Shannon Moore. Matt Hardy enters the ring and hits the Twist of Fate on Rey after he already picked up the win by hitting the Twist of Fate on Brian Kendrick. So Matt Hardy looking pretty strong here going into WrestleMania 19. Then Hulk Hogan arrives with Jimmy Hart and Nasty Nick, his little son, and Hulk Hogan says to Nick, "I love you, brother." I mean...
don't work for me, brother.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why is he calling his son brother? Bit strange.
Yeah, I think it does. Is this just Hogan? Is this a mistake? Is this just natural, or is this Hogan's ego, where it's like, no one's anything other to me than a brother? Like, what is it? He doesn't put anyone over.
Oh, brother,
like, do you think he maybe doesn't want to make himself look old? Even though he's already whipped his son out. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what the reason. But we've seen Jimmy Hart for the first time in a bit.
Mouth of the South. Then we get Roddy Piper backstage interview. Well, not really a backstage interview, just an interview on TV where he talks about it says either there will be a McMahon or a McNothing.
Will Roddy Piper appear at WrestleMania? To be honest, I had no idea he did, but we'll get into it in 3 days from now.
Alright, 3 days from now. Hulk Hogan then comes out to the ring. He says, on and off for 20 years, he and Vince have been the best of friends. He's seen Vince do a lot of bad stuff. A lot of illegal stuff. Hulk says if people think Vince is a genius, then they should know that he's an evil genius. Hulk talks about the screw job by Vince and The Rock at No Way Out. And Hulk says he never thought Vince would stoop to the level that he did last week. Hulk says he put Hulkamania on the line, but he's a man of his word, so he's not going to change that. He is going to be a man, and he's going to stick to that stipulation. If he does lose at WrestleMania, then he will be gone forever. WrestleMania will be his last match. But he says, if it's a fight you want, McMahon, then it's a fight you're going to get like you've never seen before, brother. Hulk then warns that it will be Hulk Hogan that we've never seen before. And that when you want to fight, you've got to dig in the gutter and reach new lows. Hulk says he doesn't really know if Hulkamania will live forever, but Hulk says that when Hulkamania runs wild at WrestleMania, he'll leave Vince laying in his own blood, brother.
That was a pretty good promo for Hogan, but it's weird to think that this is one of Hogan's last matches. He doesn't have a lot more, really. It's probably like his 5th last match, 6th last match.
What, of his WWE run or his career?
No, his WWE run.
You forgetting that wee gem in TNA? Are you forgetting about that run in Australia he did with Ric Flair? And they were both in their 60s wrestling in their underpants.
In Australia?
Aye, the Hulk Hogan Ric Flair tour.
What a fucking shit.
They were wrestling each other every night. Pretty sure that happened after they left TNA. This was in 2012. 13.
I might need to watch this.
Aye, they just did house shows. They were wrestling each other every night.
In their underpants?
Sounds a little bit gay, brother.
Sounds a little bit gay there. Then we got Charlie Haas with Shelton Benjamin taking on Eddie with Chavo. Eddie pins Haas to pick up the victory. So Eddie getting the win. Then we got Josh Matthews and John Cena. John Cena raps about his match with Brock Lesnar tonight.
Which he's not even getting, so...
Yeah, so bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they realised here it's like, you know what, this match probably warrants a pay-per-view match. Backlash, brother. So Cena takes on Rikishi later on.
They doubt they want Cena to lose straight away, and they can't really let Brock lose, can they? Going to Mania, so... Yeah. We then get a vignette with the full-blooded Italians. They beat some guy up in the street because he doesn't have their money. They take him down an alleyway and they do the business on him. I like this nice wee...
Hopefully they didn't pump him.
Nice wee fun vignette. This is what you need more of in wrestling, isn't it? Just to... But a lot of people look at this and go, oh, this is crap. This is what brings wrestling down. This is the kind of stuff that gets me interested in the FBI. Otherwise, they're just three guys pretending to be Italian.
Yeah, this makes them feel Italian. This makes them feel like they're in the mob.
You're walking about New York, man, with the leather jackets on. That's what you want.
That's what you want.
It's like, I like what they're doing with Tony D and NXT at the moment, but like, see if they weren't doing any of that and it was just a guy wrestling, it would be shit.
It would be shit.
So we need more of this stuff. Give us more. We want more.
More.
We then get an interview with Josh Matthews and Brock Lesnar. Brock says that the only thing on his mind is winning the WWE title at WrestleMania. We then get Nathan Jones and The Undertaker backstage. Taker asks Nathan if he's ready for his match. Nathan says he's already had it. He opens the door and we see Chuck Palumbo laid out on the floor. Taker laughs it off and he says he's going to tell him what's good and what's bad about what he just did. And I guess Nathan Jones is pretty bad because they don't even trust this guy to have a match on SmackDown. For all we know, maybe they did have the match and it was that bad that they thought, fuck it, let's just have the match behind a locker room door instead. But yeah, or maybe this was the plan altogether. But I mean, then they say he's going to have his debut at WrestleMania and we all know that doesn't even happen. So, big question is, when is Nathan Jones actually legitimately going to have his debut? I wouldn't be surprised if it's not for a few months yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be on the next SmackDown, maybe taking on A-Train or something like that, but...
I wouldn't be surprised at that, but to be honest, the guy, he's not that good, isn't he, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if the guy's just put on Velocity.
I'm going to tell you the good and bad things about this, brother.
But he's not even on Velocity tapings.
Yeah, like
How fucking bad is this guy?
I know, it doesn't make any sense, but you could argue most people that are on the Mania card aren't on Velocity tapings.
So anyway, is there any way for us to access and acquire these Velocity tapings other than having to beg Dave Meltzer? Guys, let us know down below in the comments. Now, we know he's only got the Japanese edition of Velocity, Japanese Heat. But, hi, is Velocity and Heat on the network? I've never really...
Heat is? I don't know if Velocity is.
Fuck, Velocity in 2003 is better than today's WrestleMania, so I'd like to hope it is.
Tell you what, like, I actually wouldn't mind reviewing them all. See if we quit current wrestling, which, by the way, could be in the pipeline. I'll fucking do it.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. Why not? We then...
Video package offence, training, roid it up with Bob Holly and Shane McMahon.
I think it was Bob Holly.
It was.
You sure?
Aye.
I'm 99% sure that was Sparkplug, but I mean, I'm not... It was definitely Shane McMahon.
Could have been Plug Spark.
What's Plug Spark doing in the Impact Zone? So yeah, McMahon looking jacked. Look, say what you want. You can love McMahon, hate McMahon, agree with his vision of wrestling, not agree, but you cannot disregard the input and the commitment and the dedication this guy has put into not only wrestling from like an owner, booking, writing standpoint, but also his like own appearance and physicality, and just the guy is fucking jacked. Honestly, man, look at McMahon in 2024 and then stand him next to Adam Cole. Adam Cole should fucking retire on the spot. He should be embarrassed, man. He should take one look to his right, see McMahon, and just drop his head and walk into the sunset, never to be seen again. No wonder Britt Baker probably looked at a photo of McMahon, looked at a photo of Adam Cole beside each other and went, I can't continue to be married to this
better to be
guy.
shit on than shat on.
So, yeah. Woo! We then get Jamie Noble and Nydia. They're walking past a huge cardboard cutout of Tori Wilson. She says, I can't believe they picked her, not me.
I'm Jamie Noble.
Nydia asks Jamie who's prettier, and he has to kind of look, and he's like, I don't know. Nydia shoves. He's like, oh, of course it's you, Nydia. It's not Tori Wilson. Not Tori Wilson. She's pretty and all. She got the blonde hair, but she can't hold a candle to my Nydia. Then Nydia says that she won't be pretty tonight after she's done with her. We got a little bit of a Playboy video package thingy here, so yeah. I mean, Tori Wilson looked happy to be doing this at the time. See if she regrets it 20 years later, then that's on her, but you know what? It's fucking lame. It's almost like because of how this current generation's changed and culture's changed, it's easy to come out and play the victim and blame it on the man, isn't it?
The evil man.
The big man.
The big man. No,
But
you're
see,
right.
back then, man, that was an honour for Tori Wilson. She wanted to do it. Same for Sable, same for Maria. Guarantee.
Yeah.
And she can say that she had. See, if Tori Wilson didn't do it, there would have been plenty of other women on the roster wanting to do it.
That's it.
So, it is what it is. I don't understand why people do
See, if
it.
you don't regret it at the time, and you regret it years later, then I don't think you truly regret it.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, maybe you can regret something 20 years later after you've spent all the money and your fame's died off, but at the time you didn't, so...
Aye.
Yeah. Anyway, up next we got Tori Wilson defeating Nydia, so there you go, we get that. Noble tries to jump in, but Tori Wilson escapes.
God damn it, Tori!
We then get Nathan Jones walking past the Big Show and A-Train. Nathan Jones controls his anger.
He took down under to be a different man.
Yeah, Big Show and A-Train say that they'll sort their issues out with Nathan Jones at WrestleMania, and they basically say he's too much of a coward to do anything without The Undertaker holding his hand. We then get
Where is The Undertaker, by the way?
Probably doesn't want to be associated with these three.
Probably.
Then get a vignette with Sean O'Haire. I ain't telling you anything that you don't already know. I mean, I like these when we first seen them. Getting a bit stale though. We need to see something more. We need to see something new.
He'll be teaming up with Roddy Piper soon, which I welcome. I feel like those two together actually make
But
pretty...
he was bashing food. He was basically saying, you're eating all these chemicals. You're killing yourself. Is this Robert Kennedy Jr. here?
It might be, but up next it's Big Show and A-Train against Benoit and Rhino. Late in the match though, Nathan Jones runs in, brother. DQ. This was awful, right? His arse fell, his arse collapsed, his legs went.
So Nathan Jones takes like a clubbing blow to the back, and then he kind of just like, his legs just give way and he crumbles and folds in half.
He folded like a fucking accordion.
Like a deck chair, man. It just been snapped in two, boom. And then Taker had to run down and make the save. But see when you see A-Train and Big Show like walking up the aisle and they're going, and then you see Jones and Taker in the ring, it's like Taker's just
It's natural.
He's relaxed, he's loosened up, he looks the part, and you got Nathan Jones, big stiff idiot, as if he's posing for some fucking sort of Mr. America shoot or something.
Aye,
The Arnold Classic or something.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell's going on here? Nathan Jones, he looks like, every time you see him, it looks like he's posing for a bodybuilding contest or something.
No, literally, like, I mean, that is pretty much what it is, but it was never going to work with this guy.
I don't think he ever gets better because...
No.
Where's his career go?
Where does it go?
He's in the Condemned.
Yeah, but in terms of wrestling, where's it go?
That's what he's probably most known for. We got a big fucking problem. Anyway, Kurt Angle, the Big Nick Specs, This was our last promo, really, face to face before the end of the show. But I actually thought this was pretty good between these two. Serious, Brock being serious, Kurt being serious, and when Kurt gets serious, it's time to prick your ears up and listen.
But you know what, man? I don't think this the bald headed Kurt. I don't think suits being a coward because he's got like the whole intensity thing going, doesn't he?
No, I agree. Yeah.
So like, it doesn't really make much sense for him to be like a cowardly heel, and then when he gets in the ring, he's Kurt fucking Angle and can go toe to toe with anybody. So he steps up onto the plate with Brock and says he's going to beat him this Sunday. He's going to give the best that he can give, and if he gets a chance to injure Brock, he's going to do it. Then he calls Brock a big kid, but Brock says come WrestleMania, this big 295-pound freaking kid is coming for the WWE title. So, I mean, decent wee segment there between Kurt and Brock. Well, I don't think it was fantastic or anything, but I mean, it's probably better than anything they've done. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, no, that is kind of sad, but I tell you what, up next, we have got...
Ooh, Chavo.
Right. Shelton Benjamin against Chavo Guerrero. We've seen it earlier. Well, flipped with the managers.
And Chavo wins again, so both members of Los Guerreros defeating both members of Team Angle and defeat Team Angle.
Way to make it obvious that Team Angle are winning at Mania, by the way.
By pinning one of the Guerreros. We all know what Guerrero that's going to be. Right, main event time. Rikishi taking on John Cena. I thought this was a great match. Really good main event here. I enjoyed it. Rikishi...
Shocked that Rikishi kicked out of the...
Yeah, the
chain.
The chain to the dome. But then we see John Cena delivering the first FU, but at this time we didn't know what it was called. They're calling it a Death Valley Driver. I think it's the first time we've seen John Cena really show true strength like this, lifting a big guy like Rikishi.
Yeah. No, it was very good.
Because we've not really seen John Cena use strength like this up to this point.
He grabbed the mic, he's like, Brock, F you, and you're gonna get some. He charges backstage, which is interrupted by Arnold Schwarzenegger of all people. I'll be back. I'll go get McMahon. You idiots.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger...
There's weapons at WrestleMania.
Talks about the predictions. He thinks Hulk Hogan will win. We then see John and Brock in the back. Brock attacks John Cena, rams him into the barricade. Then Kurt Angle breaks a 2x4 over Brock's ribs from behind. Kurt Angle says he'll see you at WrestleMania, brother. And that's it. SmackDown goes off the air with John Cena down, Brock Lesnar down, the 2x4's down, but Kurt Angle is standing tall. Will he stand tall on Sunday night though? We'll have to wait and see. But that was the end of SmackDown. That was it. Already, John Cena... Like that, John Cena automatically just feels like he's been pushed into the main event scene now, and this is all it takes. You have a guy just feud with somebody in the main event and take him as a serious threat, and already he just feels like he's a top guy. Just having John Cena rap on Brock over the past few weeks, then get a convincing win over Rikishi, and then actually step up to the plate and call Brock out and challenge Brock, and already like John Cena now doesn't feel out of place.
No, you're right.
See if John Cena gets the shot against Brock at Backlash, it doesn't feel like, what's that, mid-card or Dane?
It feels like Big John.
It feels like he's literally shot himself.
Not quite Big Match John, but Big John.
It feels like he's literally shot himself into the main event scene, and it wasn't that long ago where John Cena literally was in the mid-card.
Yep.
You know what? John Cena getting injured by Brock might have been the best thing that happened to him.
It probably was, because it was able for him to build up his promo work.
Yeah, just like Hardcore Holly getting injured was the best thing. I know it didn't really work out long term, but I mean, that's the only way Hardcore Holly was getting a title shot, isn't it?
No, absolutely. But for this, it was just a weird ending. I think WrestleMania, like go home shows, they tend to end in the ring, don't they? I don't think breaking a 2x4 over somebody's back warrants fading to black on the last show before WrestleMania. Even though I thought it was a pretty good brawl between them all backstage, it just felt like you want it more. And not in a sense of that was great, I want more. It was like, right, there's something else happening here, and it just faded.
I think a better ending would have been the contract signing for last week.
I agree.
But I also don't think...
But then if you take out last week's would have been shite.
But I also don't think you can beat a good old just face-to-face.
Yeah.
Sometimes a face-to-face is good to end it.
Maybe what could have been better is like Kurt Angle does his move to Cena, and then Brock does his move, then they stare face-to-face. You could argue that buries John, but puts John over at the same time. Like, they're both showing their finishers off to Big John.
I'm sure John already knows what they are.
I'm sure he does. Anyway.
Anyway, time to rate SmackDown. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm going to get a 6 out of 10 as well. I don't think it might not necessarily been as it might not have necessarily peaked as much as Raw, but I don't think it was as much of a disappointment as Raw.
No, it was decent. It was decent.
So it gets the same rating as Raw when you base or average it, but in terms of me, it's 1 point higher.
Aye, in terms of you. Anyway, that's it, guys. 6 out of 10. We'll catch you in the next one. Top 5 moments coming up soon, followed by WrestleMania. Till then, though, peace.